What made you pursue a career in professional, basketball?
What made me probably at a young age, I wanted to hoop with my brother and his friends. So that got me, the motivation. And I asked my dad to teach me to play, and that's where it started.
What were some of the principles you learned playing with, I guess, him and your dad?
Um, some principles, I would say I had to have, you know, I had to be tough mentally because, getting beat, like even shooting, like I was just always like super competitive. So just naturally having a brother, I always wanted to be better than him. And just over time, I just, worked on everything with my dad, and it just taught me to be a better athlete and a better person. Taught me a lot of character.
Obviously, you reflected on your dad's advice a lot. What do you think was one of the most important things he has taught you growing up, and how has that reflected in your current life?
One of the most important things he's taught me, jeez, he's a genius, so that's hard. He's my best friend, so I'm like always all about my dad.
So your dad gonna be happy watching this. Your brother
Yeah,
gonna be
I
mad.
know. He's gonna be like, dang. Trust me, if my brother was in my shoes, he would do the same thing. Um, I don't know. He's taught me a lot. Just to never give anyone a reason to doubt you, and I think that was probably the biggest thing because even at school, like I went to schools primarily white students. It was in the middle of nowhere, and I got teased, bullied, whatever the case is, but it made me stronger. But he was always like, never give them a reason. So, for example, don't give in to stereotypes. We always get stereotypes as African American people. Okay, oh, you guys are loud, you guys are always late, you guys are this or you're that, you're not smart enough. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make the honor roll. I'm gonna be on time for all my classes. I'm gonna show up, be there. Like I always had that pressure, but like I also embraced it because I never wanted to give anybody a reason to not, give me a scholarship. I didn't want a reason not to make a team because I was working my butt off. Like I never wanted a reason for anybody to doubt me because if they did, it was probably because they doubted themselves.
So basically, he was like the fire. He sparked the fire and kept it going to a point that you were able to keep it going yourself.
Absolutely. And ironically, he's never even played basketball. He didn't play on any teams, but he was he still is, even though he's, retired, Jordan fan. So always Chicago Bulls, but he knew about all that stuff. So he knew how to coach me and also be my father. He wasn't my best friend growing up. Like he disciplined me, but like once I was old enough and like on my own, I was like, wow, he really was right about this, that. He still has my back. He's the only one that I could just call and he'll answer the phone, thank God.
Yeah, it sounds actually deeper than basketball.
It
It's like,
is.
it's really the love to want to see you do well in whatever it is that you were doing.
Yeah.
Basketball just happened to be it, you know. How was it going into now college, from high school to college, and now you moving at a much faster pace and have to make your classes? How was that transition for you?
Whew, that was tough, I'll be honest. Just you have class, you have individuals, you have 6 a.m. weights, you have strength and conditioning, you have like a lot of different things, but it's like a schedule. And like from high school to college is crazy because in high school, okay, everything's all in the same building. Like I came from like a small place, like I said. College, you're going to building, you gotta know where the class is. Sometimes you travel, so it's like I gotta know when to do my homework. You have to get stuff done right away or else that procrastination will catch up and bite you. So on the court, the transition was, I was always a starter. I never played JV. I was always varsity. And then to college, I started my first game. But then shortly after, I tore my ACL. So I missed half my freshman year because of my knee. So the transition speed on the court was insane. Like I remember my very first game, I was starting and I was the only freshman that had started. So I was like, I have pressure because I don't want them to take my spot. And then also, the sophomore, junior, and seniors wanted to take my spot too. So the very first game I remember, it was like a blur. I remember seeing everybody run down the court and we ran back and I like somehow hit the ball and just like a good defensive play. And my team was like, ah, in my face. And I'm like, wait, what did I do? Like it happened so fast, but it was like, like you just catch on. The speed slows down, you get used to everything, and it's just really crazy.
Thank you for watching A Wise Way. Subscribe to stay updated, share to pass the knowledge, or view our other videos on the left.